What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be installing Relfect-A-Gold heat tape. This is it, still wrapped up. Guess where it came from? China. But this is the HM&FC adhesive backed Relfect-A-Gold heat tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the intake piping off and wrap it with this. It should be enough, I would think. 16 feet. I think I should be able to get it enough. I don't have too much considering the mass airflow takes a decent amount. I might do around the bottom of the mass airflow. I don't know yet. We'll see what I think when I'm actually doing it. I've been told that this will help at least around 5 degrees with your intake air temps, your IATs, so that'd be nice. I mean, I paid $7.77 shipped to my door off Amazon. So if it does 5 degrees cooler with this installed, that'd be great. So what you have to see? Well, I was in the middle of doing that video, as you've seen, and I don't know if you caught it out of the corner, Pizza Man pulled up. So I'm gonna go in and eat, do that, and then I'll hop back onto this later on tonight. Okay. Got the two hoses disconnected, and I loosened up this top clamp, and I'm going to take off the whole thing. I'm going to undo this and take off the whole thing. I need my other hand, and just pull it off as one piece. That way it's still going to be all connected how I have it right now. I don't have to worry about exactly putting it back where I want it, and I'll know where to put the heat tape. I don't think I'm going to put the heat tape underneath the blue rubber coupling things. I probably won't need to anyways, so it's not like it's going to reflect anything when it's underneath this blue rubber. So just pull it out and then we can get going on this. Okay, I went ahead, wiped everything down with some degreaser, but now to get that off and any fingerprints or anything, I'm going to go ahead and just use a plain clean towel and wipe everything off again with this, and try not to touch it to get the oil residue from your fingers onto it. I want it to be as clean as possible so I have the best chance of it sticking and actually lasting a little while. So just go ahead, I'm going to just hold the top of this mass airflow sensor, and I'm going to go ahead and just wipe everything real quick just to make sure it's clean. And I think I'm even going to put a roll of the tape right around here. So I tried to clean this up pretty good too. It's still a little nasty, but it's okay. And then all the pitted surface rust on the bottom of this. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with it sticking that much. We'll just have to see. Just make sure you have it pretty clean before you go ahead and stick on the tape. I'm gonna go ahead and just start taping. I had the GoPro mounted on the door and the door open on the Mustang just to try to get a better view of me doing this. Now there's like a little bit of tape that's holding this first little bit of it on, and then right here, I don't know if you can see, is where it stops. What's cool is this has a back to it, so that's pretty nice. Right now I'm just trying to take off this top part of the tape. That way I don't have to worry about it. I personally would rather not have this backing on it. It would make it a little easier if it was more like duct tape. But maybe this is an indication of how good this tape really is. Probably start up where the filter goes first. And I'm going to leave it a little bit off. Actually, I'm not going to. I was going to leave it a little bit off from where the filter connects to, but I'm not. We'll start at the edge or close to the edge. Thing is trying to get it lined up straight. because of the way this pipe is, it wants to curve and come back out, and I'm trying to get it to go the other way. Okay, first go around is successful. Now I'm going to just start trying to curve it. I guess because this pipe's curved, it's really not going to look perfect, and I'm trying to get it to look pretty good. I guess that's just the nature of the game. First roll started off good, but once you start turning it a little bit, it won't be straight anymore. And then because of this curve of this pipe, obviously it's not going to stay straight, so it's going to have all these waves and buildup of the tape. So what you can do is, like this one, you can go ahead and try to smooth it out as best as possible. I mean, you can get the small ones better, and the big ones go away a little bit, but the small ones are a little easier to get to go away. It's not trying to make it look perfect, but if it does the job, I'm happy. I just want to make it like halfway decent. I stopped it right here so I can start again, just because of this curve. Maybe I can get it a little straighter. We'll see. I'm going to keep on going, and when I get this section done, I'll pick up the camera again and show you. Alright, I got the part that's closest to the intake all taped up. I'm still going to go over it and try to get some of these bubbles down, but I'll show you. And of course, the underneath and the inside is the worst, and that's just because of the concave here. It's hard to get tape to wrap around it. So I think it came out pretty good. A little trick, what I did a couple times, I think 3 different times, is I cut it underneath here at the bottom and then restarted a new one just to try to give it a little better. I did it twice, and obviously this is flat, but I did it twice over here, and it did come out better with me doing that, just because you can start off at whatever angle you want to start off at. So I think it looks halfway decent. I'm going to see if I can get some of them bubbles out, some of the high spots. I'm going to take a break for now though. It's pretty hot, I'm pretty warm, and then I'll finish this up a little bit later. Alright, got the heat wrap all finished up. This is the part that I showed you before. This is the second part that I did. I took my time on this part. Obviously, since this is pretty straight, these ones came out pretty good. The reason why this part is here is because that's the BBK emblem, and then the 2 rivets. I was going to cut around them, but I didn't care that much. Not like this and these 2 pipes. And then for this end, actually for this whole thing, I went ahead and cut all the pieces underneath. You know, I missed a little inky dinky spot right there, but nothing too crazy, and a little spot right there. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it for $7. Of course, with the bends, it's going to be hard to get all the waves and stuff out. That's just part of it. I sliced it a couple times, like in the center. You can kind of see right there where I sliced it, just to try to help it spread out a little bit. I think if you do one piece at a time and just measure how much you need and keep it where the seams are underneath, this side, even with all this like this, I still think that side looks better than this side. And I was going to do this centerpiece, which I do have a little bit on there. But before I started to do it, I'm like, let me go ahead and do this whole front piece. So I did this whole front piece, and I had enough for 1 roll around it. I wasn't trying to do 2 and then cut it in half and do the second one right there. But I didn't have enough. This was 12 feet to do all this. I would have saved me some if I would have did it like this, because I spaced these out because I did each roll. Instead of wrapping it like I did on this front piece, I would have saved some extra. Because, you know, there's some spots that are pretty close, whereas here it wasn't like that. But oh well, no big deal. And this pipe is fatter around than this pipe. I think this is 3.5, and then this is 3. So there's a difference in the circumference. But One roll, $7.77, shipped to my door. Got it done. So now I just have to go over there, mount it on the car, and then that's it. I just want to say thank you to everyone that watches my videos. And of course, if you give it a big thumbs up, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does. Got it all set in there. Looks pretty good. Only time will tell how it does. Hopefully, if the weather holds out and everything's ready on the car, I'm going to test and tune again at Bradenton Motorsports Park this upcoming Thursday, and then I'm going out of town this weekend, so I might do a little videoing of the trip out of town, and of course I'll videotape at the track, and hopefully at the track I'll be able to tell and see if this heat tape is doing anything. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I didn't do this for nothing. Does look kind of cool though. But hey, we'll see. For $7 and an hour or two of my time, I'm not going to complain. I'll put in the description below a link to this on Amazon. I think, like I said, I think it's $7.77 now. Of course, Amazon price changes, you know, fluctuate every day almost. So it might change, but you know, for $7, $8, $9, under $10, hopefully it'll work. If you want to try it out on your vehicle, click the link below, get it. Also, I want to add, like the name of it says, it's Relfect-A-Gold heat tape. You might be thinking this is kind of like heat wrap, and it's not. This is not exhaust wrap or something like that. This is for items to keep the heat off. You can put it on your fuse panel lid to keep the heat away from your fuses. It's to reflect and bounce all the heat, or as much of the heat as it can, off of the item that is taped onto. So that's why I went ahead and taped it on. You know, it's going to see a lot of heat coming up off the valve covers right here. You know, and being on top of the motor and really close to the motor, that's a lot of heat that it's exposed to, especially blowing around and everything like that. So this is not heat wrap, it's heat tape. A little different than header wrap. Header wrap and exhaust wrap will keep the heat in and won't let the heat out. You know, so next I could do exhaust wrap if I had headers to try to keep some of that heat in instead of coming out into the engine compartment. And that way you're keeping the heat, you know, away from the intake. The cooler air, the better. You want to get as much and as dense cold air as possible into the intake. This is the Relfect-A-Gold heat tape. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos. Till next time, peace.